Try not to blind y'all here. I got an issue with my F-150, and I've been having it for a while. And I got, I had some misfires. I had cylinder 1 and cylinder 3 misfires. Well, about, I don't know, I don't know, months back, I bought new coil packs for the two motorcraft coil packs, and then two spark plugs for those cylinders. Well, I cleared the codes. Check engine light went off. Came back on. Well, one morning, went out to the truck, started it, and check engine light came on. I said, daggone it. So I hooked my computer up to it, run the codes, or, to scan the codes, and it came back with cylinder 3 misfire again. So I was like, well, I changed the daggone plug. I changed the coil. Maybe it's fuel injector. So I went down, I bought a new fuel injector, and I put it in that cylinder number 3 and cleared the code, started the truck up, ran fine. Check engine light never came on, nothing. I said, well, I guess we'll find out in the morning, the next morning, because it seemed like it did in the morning. So I cleared the code. Or no, it was already cleared. Check engine light never came on. I'm thinking of now. That next morning, I went out, started my truck. Check engine light came on right off. I hooked my computer up to it, read the code, cylinder number 3 again. I son of a gun. So I just let it go, and you're not supposed to do that because it can burn up the catalytic converter eventually. I mean, it takes some time, but eventually it will. You'll end up getting another code, a P0303 something, and that's for catalytic converter reduction or something like that. I don't remember the exact reference it gives you for the code. But anyways, I've been letting it go. Well, here lately, I think I've narrowed this down. Another problem. My truck would like you'd fire it up, it would run for a bit and then shut off. And of course, I'd start it again and fire up, run for a bit, shut off. Usually about third time it would stay running. I think that problem is narrowed down to my pulley tensioner because I've like realized it later that my belt was squeaking or squealing. Whenever it first tried to start. Once it got running, it was fine. It didn't squeal no more. So I'm thinking my pulley tensioner is going bad, and it looked like it was going anyways. I mean, it looked pretty bad. So if that don't do it, I ordered the pulley tensioner. That cost me about $100. So I'm gonna put that on while I do this other thing I'm about to tell y'all now. For the cylinder P0303 or whatever, error code or whatever, for when the mill light comes on, and that's your code that you get. But what it is, that means cylinder 3 misfire. But I was doing some reading, and that don't really mean when you get that code. Yeah, that means cylinder number 3 misfires, but that ain't the exact cylinder number 3 while you're looking at the front of the engine from the front passenger side. It goes all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's how it is. And 5 in the front on the driver's side, that's cylinder number 5, okay? And then 6, 7, 8 on back. But the way the computer works, it don't read cylinder number 3 as actual number cylinder number 3. From what I read, it's going in firing order. So on the V8s, 5.4 F150s, the firing order is 1, 3, 7, 2, 6, 5, 4, and 8. So cylinder number 3, which I didn't know, would actually be cylinder number 7. That's the P0303, I think, which I don't see why. I don't know why they did that. They should have coded it as 07 for cylinder number 7. But apparently it's going in firing order, 137. So my third cylinder is actually number 7 cylinder. I'm guessing. I haven't tried this out. I'm gonna go out there. I already bought a new plug because I think that's what it is. I think it's just got a bad plug, and I'll replace the plug now. Also, something that y'all need to know: if you got black boots on your coil plugs, you've got the longer spark plug, which are the ones that are. It's got a long stem, short threads, and those are the ones that get welded into the head. You end up breaking them off if you don't do it right. And if you got the brown boots, that's the one with the shorter. They don't have the longer stem. It's got a short stem, and then you got more threads. Those are the aftermarket, the after whatever. When Ford redone the heads on that engine because they were getting stuck, they also redeveloped the spark plugs for those and gave them more threads. It also keeps them from blowing out too if you don't get them torqued like they should be torqued at. They got different torque specs for the brown boots and for the black boots. I'm trying to think of something else. What else I need to tell you all? If you ever get water in your wells where the spark plug goes, that means you've got a leaking intake manifold gasket. And the only way to fix that is you got to take the whole intake manifold off and replace the gaskets, because that's how water gets inside there. If you didn't drive through water or something and then it splash up on top of your heads and get down that way, those boots are supposed to seal those wells to keep that from happening. But not all the time. I mean, people drive through mud and stuff and it gets down in there and it shorts those plug wires out. And then, of course, electricity is going to go for the least resistance. And it'll go right to it'll shoot around the boot and up the cylinder wall to get to the short to ground, which that would be the quicker way instead of getting to the plug. That'll foul them out too. But I'm going to try it, and I'll get back with y'all on that. I'll make like a part 2 or something and let you know that apparently cylinder number 3 is actually cylinder number 7 if you're going by firing order. Why Ford would do it like it, I don't know. I mean, all the videos I watch, they always say cylinder number 3 is actual cylinder number 3. But apparently, I guess it's cylinder number 7. So, I guess I'll start with that. I'll replace the plug. That don't work. After I clear the code, then I'll go for the cop, which is cool on plug. That don't work. I guess I'll replace the fuel injector in that bad boy too. But it sounds like it's working. I've got one of those stethoscope things. They're like real long. You hold it, you put it on your ears, and you take this little shaft and you touch it, and you can hear it firing. You can hear it going like a ticking sound. So I know that fuel injector works. I just think I got a bad plug. I'm going to replace that $11 plug with a brand new one, and that should fix the problem. Unless I pull that boot out, and there's water down in there, or it's got brownness on the plug and on the inside of the boot. Maybe, it could very well be bad coil plug too. But we'll see. I got to look at it. But I just want to let you all know that if you got like cylinders let's say in my case it's 3. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it can be cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's the code you get, P030405, whatever, 004, 005. That could very well mean not cylinder number 5. That's bad. It could very well mean it's cylinder, or when firing order 1, 2, 3. It could be cylinder 2 or cylinder 6, depending on which code it reads. And I didn't know that. Like I said, I was reading different codes, and they said that you got to go by firing order. It don't go by cylinders, looking at the cylinders that way. So that's a nice lump of information. I mean, that might clean up a lot of miscommunication where people are trying to find misfires and they can't narrow them down. It's hard to find, because of that. So I'm going to let y'all go. Hope that piece of information helps you out. God bless y'all. Be safe out there. Love you. Bye.